What was it? What you
Nothing
got?
much, man.
Yep. What you got for me today?
The question is, why should you trust in God at all?
Yeah, like why should I believe or trust in the Christian God? I'm an agnostic, so like I'm doing research into Christianity,
Okay.
and I'm open-minded to God existing. I'm just not really compelled to believe that He exists.
Are there any like requirements, or do you have like a criteria in order for God to meet your trust?
Probably like I don't know, good arguments, good evidence, like anything that might raise the probability that God exists.
Oh, just his existence.
Or I mean, yeah, and I guess it's kind of like it's kind of a two-tier. It's like proving, not proving, but like demonstrating that it's highly probable that he exists, and then giving reason as to why I should trust that he exists in the way he's described.
Okay, sorry. I'm just trying to find some early writings here just to show you the historical evidence. It's in my notes, so it might take me a couple seconds here.
Okay, do your thing. I need to catch up on like studying early writings and stuff. Studying asking me like whether Jesus existed. I can grant you that like Jesus exists. I even like I'm not a mythicist. I hold that Jesus existed in some sort of way.
Okay. Do you hold to like some of his teachings and miracles?
No, like we don't have any like firsthand accounts of like Jesus multiplying fish and bread or walking on water or
What about his resurrection?
his resurrection. I have been looking into it, but I find it to be like not really too compelling. I have notes on it.
Have you read Antiquities?
Depend. What are you talking about in regards to antiquities?
The Antiquities of the Jews. It's the book that Josephus wrote.
No, I haven't really looked much into that.
Yeah, so Josephus, this is an unbiased source, by the way, just for mention. Yeah, so Josephus was writing during the first century when Jesus was alive, and he heard of the high-ranking Jewish officials, otherwise known as the Pharisees, talking about how the Son of Man, or in other words, Jesus, appearing to the disciples 3 days after his death, because obviously the disciples witnessed Jesus appearing to them, right, in Luke chapter 24, and then the word spread, the Pharisees heard about it, and then Josephus heard about it from the Pharisees. And then he writes in Antiquities 18:3-3 that Jesus was a wise man, and he was a wonderful teacher. He was a good teacher, a man of wonderful works. And he also adds that he confirms that what the disciples saw, right, when it came to Jesus appearing to them, he confirmed that as a historical event as a whole. So if you're going to say that there's not enough credible evidence for the resurrection, well, there is.
Well, for one, like you're telling me that Josephus basically like heard stuff from other people, and like it's kind of like a common theme with Luke or I think Matthew. They're saying like they're getting their information from like other people. So I don't really see like why.
No, they're not getting their information. No, they literally saw. All of them confirmed that they saw Jesus appear.
Wait, hold on. Do you think Josephus saw it? Like, is that...
Josephus doesn't need to see it. All he has to do is make a confirmation.
I'm just saying, hold on. That was one of your points, though.
Yeah, wait, yeah, you're saying Josephus basically heard it from other people, and you're telling me that he...
No, he heard it from the high-ranking Jewish officials. These guys were experts in the Torah and made sure that everybody in Jerusalem was upholding and abiding by...
Are you aware that, like, the writings in Josephus, it's very, like, controversial whether Christians, it's like a later Christian edition or parts of it, or if it's, like, original?
You're going to need a lot of evidence. It's almost nearly impossible to prove that it wasn't written by Josephus.
Well, no, I'm not saying that, right? I'm not saying I don't know exactly. I think it's in Antiquities, but I think among like scholars, there's a lot of debate about whether he actually said the part about
Well, if
Jesus
you're
being the
gonna,
Christ and things like that.
yeah, if you're gonna appeal to scholars, right? Scholars give you can do that. That's fine, but
Hmm.
you're not gonna know anything then,
Well,
right?
yeah,
Because there's
appealing
not
to,
gonna
well,
be a definitive answer.
I think scholars is like really good evidence. Like, do you think if we looked at like a field of science and let's say like physics and the physicists have a consensus on something or something's debated, like that is, I think that's good evidence.
You think the scholars, like you think like the majority of every scholar gives you enough evidence?
Well, like if the majority of scholars say something like Jesus existed, I'm gonna accept it, right?
What about an ancient historian?
Well, their methods might be not as good as they are today, right?
Are you kidding me? You must be joking, right?
Why would it, wait, do you think like the scholars today don't have more like tools at their dispense?
No, that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying
Oh, okay. So then you accept what I'm
the
saying then.
sources that the ant no, nice try. The sources
Oh,
that
well,
the
it's a
ancient
dichotomy. It's one or
historians,
the other.
no, it's not. The
It's
ancient
too bad.
historians, right? You're trying to pick and choose. You can't do that here.
Yeah. Do you want me to explain why like
No,
historians today have better tools
no, you don't
at
need
their
to. That wasn't
expense?
my.
Oh, well,
That's
I
not my
will. I
position.
will.
That's not my
Like
argument.
we have like stalometry today, right? We have like
Okay, all
way
right.
more methods to be able to
I didn't
date
ask.
things.
I didn't ask for you to. That's not my position. I already told. That's the second time.
Okay, wait, hold on. Are you aware of how we got here? You said
What does that have
oh,
to do
yeah,
with
I'll tell
ancient
you. Oh my
history?
God, I'll tell you why. Because you asked me if ancient historians, you asked me if I take their word to be the same, and I gave you reasons why not to believe that. Right? Like
No, you
I literally
didn't.
told you.
You
I
just
just
told me
did.
that
I
there's
just did. I
not.
told you
No,
historians
you just
today
said
have
that
more
you
tools at their
appeal.
dispense.
Okay, that doesn't. Saying that they have more tools is not an argument. That doesn't prove
What?
anything.
Okay, wait. So do you think if like historians today have more methods to like date things, to look at texts and be able to know like maybe who wrote them or when they were written, you don't think that they might be able to come to conclusions on things
I don't
better
think
than
you're. I don't
previous?
think you're understanding the concept, the historical background of where they're getting these sources from.
Okay, what do you know what stalometry is?
No, not entirely, but you can explain it to
Okay,
me.
so then why just throw it in the guard like you don't even know what it is?
Just explain it to me. You don't have to be disingenuous about
No,
it.
I'm not being disingenuous. It's just
Well, you are
look,
if you can't
it's
explain it to me.
I don't know everything about it either, but look,
Okay. Oh, okay. So then why? Okay. All
I'm
right.
about
so
to
then,
explain it.
Wait,
I'm about to explain
why
it.
are you? Why are you
I'm about
acting
to
like you're
explain
proving me
it
wrong?
because I'm about to
Why are you
explain
acting
it.
so high and mighty, dude?
I'll explain what it is. Oh my gosh.
All right. Well, then
Yeah.
explain. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
it's a method in which they use for text, right? It's a method. I think there's softwares you can use as well. But yeah, it's just a method to date certain texts.
You don't think ancient historians had the same? You don't think ancient historians had the same, or even the early church fathers? You don't think they had that same exact, those same?
No, they don't have like they don't have like softwares that are able to like.
You need a software
they
in order
don't.
to make sure a text is.
No, I'm just saying
reliable
it's
or not?
no.
Oh
I'm
my
just saying it's
God.
not as good. It's not as like accurate.
How?
Yeah, because the tools they have today are obviously like more advanced.
Oh my gosh, that's not an argument.
Is that true or false?
Because even if they didn't have the tools, which they did, you still have to put up with the fact, you still have to deal with the fact that these are historical, documented, recorded sources.
Yeah, I'm not saying
Yeah,
historians
yeah.
from ancient times have like no credence. I'm not saying that. I'm saying obviously the historians today just have more tools at their expense. That's all my point is, right?
All right. Well, then what's the argument then?
So okay, I'll tell you why. Because you asked me why I would trust scholars today more than I would from ancient times, and the reason is because we're more advanced with the tools we use in with the historical method now, right? So obviously you're
So
like freaking out.
I do have an objection, and I just wanna ask you a quick question. You say the scholars are better than the
Of today.
yeah.
Well, better if you just mean they have more tools. Yeah.
Why is it that some, if not most, both scholars, oh, but they have more tools?
What?
Come on,
Yeah, host, is this?
This is ridiculous.
What are you talking about? Yeah, the authorship among like the Gospels is just heavily debated, right?
No,
Like,
it's oh my
It is
gosh.
heavily
Do you
debated.
even know, do you know who the early church fathers are?
like all of them? No, we're not talking about the early
we're
church
not
fathers.
do you know at least
Like all of them? No, we're not talking about the early
we're
church
not
fathers.
do you know at least some?
Sure.
Like Polycarp, Irenaeus.
Okay.
You want to know what they say, right? In their own books?
Oh no.
They
Hold on, I just broke
confirm
something.
okay, all right. They confirm that like they can make claims like this and they can confirm it as well. Like
Okay,
for
well,
example,
so what I'm
I'll give you an
referencing
example.
is, hold on, wait, let me speak. You've been speaking for a minute. What I'm referencing is the modern scholars today, right? They look at that evidence, like what the church fathers wrote down
they
and
don't.
things of that.
Well, they don't.
Right. Yes, they. Okay,
The majority of them do not.
dude, shut your mouth and let me speak for a sec.
I don't know
Trying to
what you're
speak.
talking
You're
about.
being so dishonest.
I'm correcting
Look,
you though, because you don't know what you're talking about.
yes, they look
No,
at.
they don't. They don't look into the early church.
Yes,
You're
they
lying.
do. Yes,
No,
they do.
don't. No,
You
they
don't think
don't.
scholars look into the early church? Scholars of today?
Hey, listen, even if they did, I don't know why they're
Then
coming
you'd be
to the
wrong if they
consensus.
did, because you just told me they didn't.
No, that
You
would
just said that
disprove
they
my
didn't.
point because yet again, they would know they would have a definitive answer. They would know that the four gospels are attributed, right, to Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Wait,
Even
hold
if
on.
they did.
Wait, hold on. But like, here's the thing: they might be attributed, but Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John didn't sign these gospels that you're talking about. We'd have to like trust church tradition.
Yeah, it's like really debated among modern scholarship if like Matthew wrote Matthew or Luke wrote Luke, and definitely John. Like he definitely didn't. I don't think he wrote that gospel. And so like yeah, we look at. I'm not done. I'm not done. Yeah, so we look at what scholars are saying, and yeah, it is heavily debated, the authorship. And again, yes, they do look at what the early church fathers' writings, of course. Yes.
All right, can you show me an example of that?
An example of scholars talking about the authorship of the Gospels?
Not just talking about it. No, I don't want them to state their opinion on it. No, I want you to show me an example where one of them are going into detail about the early church fathers' writings. That's what I want to see.
Well, what I'm saying is when they're looking to see if like Matthew wrote Matthew, yeah, of course they look at church fathers because those are the people that were attributing the names in the first place.
Just show because I want to see it.
Like, do you want the name of a scholar who goes into it?
Yeah, I want to like a direct quote or an article.
Sure, like Bart Ehrman. Yeah, Bart Ehrman. He goes into the authorship of the Gospels. He's a Bible scholar.
Oh my goodness, Bart Ehrman. We took.
That's one.
No,
Do you want more?
That'd be a popular one.
You think Bart Ehrman is a credible? Okay, bro.
He's a Bible scholar.
Yeah, like what are you talking about?
There's no way he thinks Bart.
Dude,
Ehrman
you're
is
so.
out of his doors. He thinks Bart Ehrman, out of all the scholars, dude. You think Bart?
Wait. What's? I mean, like, give us a reason.
Do you know who Bart Ehrman is?
Incredible.
Why would Bart Ehrman?
You don't know enough for me and you to
Name
be
two Bible scholars. Discipline. Name two. Name two Bible scholars.
You just said Bart Ehrman is a credible source.
Name two Bible scholars.
Are you going to give me the article?
Name two Bible scholars.
I want you to
Name
give me
two
the
Bible
article.
scholars.
Give us a reason
me
why
the
Bart
article.
Ehrman is not
You
trustable.
still haven't given me the article, dude.
Do you? Yeah, sure. Okay, you can read
sure.
books.
Okay, give me the evidence.
Yeah,
sure.
Do you want like an article from Bart?
Yeah,
Bart
sure.
Ehrman?
Give me the evidence.
Do you want the article from Bart Ehrman where he talks about authorship of the Gospels?
No. Oh my gosh. Did you even understand my question? My question was, I don't know if it's Christmas. Your ears might be on for decoration, but what I
Can you name two scholars or no? Do you know any?
Are you just using a red herring and run away, avoid the question? Is that
Do you know any Bible scholars?
He's just avoiding the question now.
I think you're kind of like.
I don't think you
now
actually
you're
just being hypocritical, dude.
Well, no. Do you know any Bible scholars?
You're not intelligent enough for me.
Look how he's avoiding Coco. Look how he's terrified. Do you know any Bible scholars?
Question. Okay.
Yeah, just keep running away. I'll ask again.
Are you?
Yeah, I will.
Show me the article.
Do you want an article from any scholar?
You can't show it to me. That's why you're making excuses.
I'm asking what you want. Like from any Bible scholar?
This is what I want.
Any scholar?
This is what I want. No,
okay.
I want you to find an article where Bart Ehrman goes into detail about the early church father writings and confirms that Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John, they're not attributed to them. And he confirms
Oh my God, you're not even tracking. You're not even tracking.
That's
That's not
my
what
question.
I said.
You said you had evidence
that's not. No, you're not tracking. That's
Okay,
not
now
what
you're
I
lying.
said.
All right,
No,
brother,
you're not
that is what
tracking.
you said.
You're not
You said
tracking.
you had evidence, and now you're lying to me.
No, you're not tracking. What I said
Okay,
was
bro.
that scholars obviously.
Listen, this is your
obviously-
last. I'm gonna be
gosh.
respectful, bro. This is your last chance to show me some evidence of Bart Ehrman saying or even confirming in the slightest.
I never
that
said he
they're not attributed
confirmed
to the
anything.
disciples
What
or
are you
else I'm
talking
lying.
about?
Wait, you're not tracking. We said that it's highly contested. And yeah, we can show you like Bart Ehrman's blog that says that like the Gospels are like highly contested, maybe.
Yes,
Yeah,
but I need to
that's
see him
easy.
confirming. I don't want an attest.
we
I
never,
don't
we
want an
never,
attestation.
we never said.
We never
confirm.
claimed we can confirm it. I never claimed I could
confirm it.
Oh, well,
confirm.
if you can't confirm it, then you
Okay,
have
we have
absolutely no
we have
argument.
someone who can't name a single Bible scholar telling me that the
Bart Ehrman is a
authorship of the
bad
Gospels
source.
isn't contested among scholars.
What?
You know what would be better is if you
Yeah.
actually went to the early church
Why don't you
fathers.
talk?
dude.
Hold on, wait. Why don't you talk to PRK? He knows
The
a lot about
authorship
this.
is contested. It's like it's not even just
not.
contested.
If you studied the early church fathers, you would know that it's not.
Well, I'm talking about modern day scholars, right? Modern day scholars.
Yeah,
the
according to
consensus-
them it is, but
Yeah,
the
okay,
early
that's
church
all- I
fathers
think
already
that's
had it
all.
done.
Oh, so my original claim was correct then. Like, why are you even complaining?
Dude,
That's all I said.
never even made an argument against your claim. Your claim stood on had no grounds, had no foundation.
Okay, wait. The claim I made was that among modern scholars, it's contentious whether the Gospels are anonymous or we know who wrote them. And then you just
Okay,
agreed
good.
to that statement.
I never.
So what I said
okay,
is true,
good. I
you
never
dumbass.
challenged you on that. All I did was
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
No,
you
I did
asked me
not.
for a name
Now
of a
you're-
scholar. I gave
now
you
you're
one.
lying.
And then I asked you
Now
for
you're
the name
lying
of a
again.
scholar, and you couldn't even name a single one
This is
because you don't know
this
what
is
you're
the
talking
second
about. You're a
time you've lied
sophist.
so
You have no
far.
clue what you're talking about.
Second time you've lied so far. I
you name
never
a scholar?
said that it
Name a
wasn't
scholar, disciple.
contested amongst the majority of the scholars. No.
Disciple,
I said
name
it wasn't
one
contested.
singular Bible
I
scholar.
said it
name
wasn't
one Bible scholar.
contested among the early church fathers, you buffoon.
Discipline. Can you name one singular Bible scholar?
Would you like me to show you the evidence from the early church father writings?
Can you name one Bible scholar?
Would you like me to show you the evidence to prove that your entire
okay.
argument is fallacious?
I'll answer your question if you answer mine.
No,
Can you
I
name a
never
single
asked the
Bible
question.
scholar?
I'm showing you evidence to prove that you're wrong.
Can you name a single Bible scholar?
Oh my gosh, what does this have to do?
See how he
with
can't
what
do
we're
it?
talking
You see how
about?
he can't do it? Can you name a
What
single
if this-
Bible scholar?
Okay, first of all, even if I can't, what is this going to prove?
We know you can't. No,
Does
not
this-
even
wait a
if
minute,
you can't.
is that
we
an
know you
argument?
can't.
Does that prove
Maybe
that
you're
the
trying
authorship
to, I don't
is
know, pull up
anonymous?
Chat GPT.
What does that prove?
Did I say, wait, hold on, wait.
Does that
Did
prove
I-
that the
hold on.
authorship is
Did I even
anonymous?
Did I
Does
make
that
that
prove
argument?
that the
Oh my God.
authorship is anonymous?
That's not an argument I'm
Does
trying to
it
make.
prove
Oh
that
my
it's
God.
anonymous? Yes
My
or
claim-
no?
My claim
You're not
was just
tracking
that.
it.
Your
That's not the
question
argument we're
has
among
no
scholars.
ground. It has nothing to do with the debate.
You're not tracking. That's not the argument we're making.
I'm not tracking. It is the argument he's making.
Oh my
He's
God. No, it's
asking
not.
me-
No, it's
he's
not.
asking me
It's not the argument I'm
to
making.
name two scholars just to try and prove me
Well,
wrong. That's not going to
No,
prove
just to
me
show
wrong,
how
dude.
much of a sophist you are. But yeah, we can
Oh,
move
thank
past
you
that.
for specifying. You finally specified after 6 minutes of me yelling at you because you couldn't track at all, dude. What is your
So,
problem?
what do you think my original point was?
Oh my gosh. I
Just
literally
steel man me.
asked
Steel
you.
man me.
I asked you to literally
It's
show
not what I
me
asked you,
article.
dumbass. Let's try again. So that's going to
Okay,
be,
now
we'll
you're-
do try number
now
two.
he's
We'll do try number
insulting me.
two. Yes,
you
you
can't have
are
this
dumb.
argument. You're
So we'll do try number
intellectually
two.
deficient.
So we'll do
It's
try
over.
number two. We'll do try number two. What was my original
It's
point?
intellectually, you're being
All right, so
intellectually
try number three.
defiant.
All right, guys, we're on try number three. What was my original point?
Not going to prove anything.
All right, so try number four. What was my original point?
Are you finished?
Five?
Are you
We're on
done
five?
barking? Are you done barking
Okay, number
like a
five.
dog?
This is the fifth
Are
attempt.
you done barking like a dog, brother?
Yeah, fifth attempt here. So
You-
what do you think my original point was?
Are you done barking like a dog?
Oh, we're on six. Oh, I mean,
This is the
attempt
argument.
number
guys.
six.
This
Attempt
is-
number
this
six.
is your
What do you
best
think my
debate, by the
original
way.
point
This
was?
is the
Oh,
best battle you
seven.
got.
We're on
This is all
seven.
you got.
Okay. So what do you think my original point was?
This all you got, bro?
Eight? Oh my God. We're on number eight. We're on number eight.
This is so childish. Yo, host.
Nine?
How is this a debate?
I mean, like,
What did
It's
I
a
even
debate.
come up here to do?
Okay. What was my original point?
Yo, you're over here acting like a child.
You
dude.
don't even know. You don't
Acting
even know
like
what
a
you're
little
arguing
kid, dude.
about right now.
Acting
You don't even
like
know
an
what we're
immature
talking about.
little
right now.
kid, dude.
you don't really know, like,
Dude, you're so bad at this.
Yo, who's
Literally acting like
arguing
a
what?
child, bro. Acting like a fool.
Okay, by the way, my original claim was that among modern scholars, it's controversial whether the authorship is anonymous or if it
And my
is
position
true.
is the scholars aren't going to help you. If anything, they're going to literally refute you. Well, I know the church fathers will for sure.
Well,
They're definitely going to.
I mean, what do you mean they'll refute? I mean, scholars have a wide variety of different views.
Oh my gosh, that's why it's not going to help you in the slightest because they're all biased. They're all coming from biased sources.
Well, I mean, would you say a Christian scholar is biased?
Oh my gosh, dude! Do you know that some of the Christians, so-called
every time he
scholars
can't answer a question,
have different views on the belief system within Christianity? You know that, right?
This isn't what I asked you. I just said, do you think Christian scholars are biased?
Still not going to prove anything. Are you ever going to show me an article?
You don't answer any questions.
Where any secular scholar confirms that it's not written by them? Because I it's been like 7 minutes.
Wait, do you mean affirms or confirms?
No, confirms that it wasn't written
like
by
with
them.
100% certainty?
No, you can't prove anything 100%. Stop over-exaggerating the question and just answer.
I'm just asking a clarifying question. Yeah, there's scholars that like give evidence they weren't written by the originals. Yeah.
Hey, show me that.
Yeah, I mean, do you want like a blog or something or a book?
No, I want an article where it's literally written by them.
A blog. Blog is an article. Right?
Using an internal critique to be able to confirm whether or not the Gospels were written by Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John.
Well, I'm agnostic to that, but if you want
you're agnostic
scholar,
to that.
you want a scholar that. Oh my God! If you want a scholar that says, the Gospels aren't original, yeah, there's plenty. There's plenty.
No, I don't want them to just say, "Oh no, it's not written by them," because
they give like reasons. Obviously, if they're writing it, right? They give
good. Now I want to see that.
I can prove that John wrote John.
Anybody could, but the point is I want him to show us an article or any scholar that says, "Oh, we've confirmed that it's not written by him." That's it. That's all I want to see.
Confirmed it would be just that they've like proved it or something. No, it's heavily contested and people have different lines of reasoning for it, right?
It wasn't written.
Like some scholars say,
that hard
in the middle.
That to the contrary, like speculation and arbitrary conjecture doesn't mean anything.
Okay, now this guy, oh my gosh. Look, my point is you'll have scholars that give certain lines of reasoning as to why they don't think
the authorship
is...
Stop saying that they do and just show us.
Do you disagree with that statement that there's no like...
Show us! You're acting like that.
Sure, I can.
Why would you suppose that it was written anonymously, when...
Wait, hold on, guys. PRK, do you have Bart Ehrman's blog maybe bookmarked where he might say
I can just pull up a blog.
Bart Ehrman has super ad hoc views.
Yeah, like I said before.
PRK, what's your view?
He is not in the consensus. He is way out there.
The Gospel of John is...
Most people disagree with him, most scholars.
The Gospel of John is going to be eternally anonymous, and then the earliest source that attributes the Gospel to John is going to be Irenaeus, right? And I think that's what, in 188.
Bart Ehrman gets destroyed in debates, too. He's a terrible source.
That's beside the point. We can go through that. That's the point. If he gets destroyed in debates. Transcendental, you got destroyed by Apollo yesterday trying to run tag. What are you talking about debates? You're
destroyed everybody on tag yesterday. I don't know what you're...
Wait, stop. This is off point. We're not talking about whether Bart Ehrman gets destroyed or not in debates. The reason I'm asking PRK is because he reads a lot of Bart Ehrman. I'm wondering if he can pull up.
Yeah, I'm sure I can pull up.
Yes, he talks about authorship as well, and how Jesus became God. It's his book, right? I've read that book. Of course, there's scholars that talk about this.
Yeah, it's the consensus is that they're anonymous because the evidence doesn't meet the burden of proof to say that.
The consensus is not that they're anonymous.
You have to show us.
Meta-analysis.
PRK is a Christian, by the way.
Where's the consensus? I'm disagreeing. I can Google it up right now. I can Google it.
You have the polling data, right?
I can literally Google it right now. You're wrong.
Anybody?
Oh my God! Yeah, Google it. Look up what's the historical consensus.
Yeah, you can Google it.
Google's the devil. Google's the devil. I know that's a joke. It has to be. Anyway.
As a Christian, I kind of thought that too, that some of those books were anonymous.
Yeah, some of the books are.
But yeah, thank you guys for being here. There's 13
It's not
people.
all of them. Hebrews is anonymous.
All right, ready? I actually have an article right here. I have an entire article explaining the authorship itself. And literally proving that the source that you're using, yeah, credible source, Bart Ehrman, yeah, fallacious. And I'm gonna...
Fallacious.
The word is fallacious. That sounded delicious.
Fallacious.
Real quiet after this one, man. Alrighty, so let's scroll up here. This is article. Ready? I'll tell you what article it is. Ready? Here, let me zoom in on Bart Ehrman and the authorship of the Gospels. Now let's see what it has to say. The Gospels were circulated anonymously at first. Hold on, can you put me on the big screen because I'm kind of small? So the claim is that the Gospels are anonymous, right? And that the claim in various wordings is made by Ehrman times without number in his writings on the subject of who wrote the Gospels. Okay, so the claim is that it was originally anonymous. So let's see if that's true or not.
That is true.
Oh, we'll see. No, we'll see, man. Look, historian without number in his writings on the subject. So let's look. The story points out that the 4 Gospels and the 1 Gospel of Jesus Christ, page 44, that ancient books usually, right,
It's flatline.
with tiles and with the author's name,
in here.
and would always usually were
This guy's flatline.
with tiles and with the author's name,
in here.
and would always have had titles and author designations with the collected in that ancient conventions were all that much different from our own. In this respect, as in our
What's
own
your
time,
point? Okay.
even if the body of the text did not include the title and the author, this rather humorous New York Times article about the ancient poet Marshall's complaint.
This isn't saying anything.
This isn't saying anything. Like he's just like panic reading it. Look at him. He's definitely like sweating right now. He doesn't even know what his point is.
Hold on.
Sorry, let me just get to the point here. Let me just explain what the passage already told us so far. So obviously, when he's quoting from the historical Martin, right?
Why does Matthew?
Martin, right? What?
Because it's a... Well,
That doesn't prove
they
anything.
do it 4 times. And the reason they do it is so that, okay, so
Matthew copies
if one person doesn't understand, because it's not, it's written, if you don't understand this verse, right? Well, maybe when it's written in his perspective, maybe you'll see it that way. Or maybe when it's written in the next perspective, you'll see it that way.
Well, I'm
It's
sorry,
pretty
Terry. Are you answering my
much-
question? I can't.
If you don't understand it in one perspective, you'll understand it in the next. That is the...
No,
that
but
is
he's
the answer.
copying his own conversion
Word for
story
word?
from
No, it's
Mark.
not. It's different.
No, no, you're not understanding. Matthew is writing about his conversion story, about him converting to Christian. But he's using. You don't find that a bit odd? Like, why would I write? That doesn't sound.
I would
good
have to read
you?
it.